Yo, what's up guys? My name is GLOCO and welcome to a sponsored video. Today I'll be showing you guys Silk Road Online. It's an MMORPG that's been around for several years now, and surprisingly, their community is still quite active. So for those of you who were players of Silk Road in the past, you'll be happy to know that there are international servers available. But for those of you who are new to this, I'll be giving you guys a rundown of the basics. Let's start with creating our character. First, you get to select which region you want to play in. There are two regions to choose from, the European and the Chinese. The Europeans understand the energy of mana inside the human body and excel in using this energy in many ways. Europeans are better at team fights rather than soloing. The Chinese, on the other hand, can bring out the mysterious energy of the East and use it in many ways to fight their enemies. They also have strong classes, so they do not have to play in large numbers. So that's why we went with the Chinese, since I'm more adapted to solo playing. After choosing your region, we get to make our character. There are 12 preset characters to choose from, and each of them has a unique backstory and a unique look, so careful when choosing. Other than that, you can only change your character's gender, height, and body weight. After that, you can now choose a clothing. There are 3 types of clothing, wherein every single one of them has a purpose and status buff. You should pick what suits your character build. For example, armors give out high physical defensive power, basically for tanky builds. Protectors, on the other hand, increases your agility and efficiency when using MP, basically for agile builds. And lastly, the garments, which are very good against magical attacks, and when it's used in a full set, it is more effective than the protector at increasing your agility and decreasing your MP consumption ratio. So, just pick out all the equipments that suits your playstyle. As for the weapons, everyone starts off with arms, or your bare hands, but as you level up, you get to choose from 5 of the following weapon classes. First is the sword. You'd want this if you build a character that specializes in short distance, high accuracy physical and magic attacks. Second one is the blade, which has a higher physical and magical attack than the sword. However, it's less accurate. Third is the spear. It has the lowest physical attack, but it has the highest magical attack. Fourth is the glaive. It has the highest physical attack, but the lowest magical attack. And fifth one is the bow, used for long distances attacks, and it has a good balance of physical and magic attacks. Now, you can build your character's skills depending on which weapon you use or what playstyle you want. Each weapon will have special skills and combos. Some players even switch between multiple weapons during battle to produce devastating effects to their opponents, so it's up to you. It's your playstyle. Do whatever. It's pretty dynamic. It's cool. Now, for my gameplay, I used a glaive because I'm more used to melee physical attacks rather than using elemental magic attacks. Plus, it's a good way for beginner players like me to grind. Now, just pair it up with the right clothing and you should be able to solo most of the main quests and even solo mobs. Now, let's talk about leveling up. Well, I solo grinded till I reached level 30 just to get a better feel of the game, and I mostly killed mobs and went on outpost quests, which are located all over the world. The more you level up, the more quests you get from further outposts, and I started to focus on the quests since that was the best way to get large amounts of experience as a solo player. These quests mostly involve killing a certain amount of monsters or farming for quest items, and I think it took me around a total of 8 to 9 hours of straight grinding and doing quests without the help of any experience boost to just reach level 30. Now, one awesome feature of this game is the Berserk mode. You'll notice that there's a Berserker gauge that you can fill by killing mobs over time. Once the Berserker mode is activated, your power and agility are increased substantially, as you can see there. Now, you can activate Berserker mode just by pressing tab. It's pretty useful. Now, here's the good part. Once you're tired of killing monsters, you can now try killing fellow players. Now, this game has a PK system that allows you to kill any player that isn't inside any protected zone. You get experience by killing other players too. However, as fun as it is to kill other players, it does come with consequences. If you killed an innocent player, you will be labeled as a murderer or a killer. Once you're a murderer, you will risk getting some of your items dropped if another player kills you. You also can't use the in-town teleport systems, and you can't stay in towns for too long because you lose about 1.5% of your HP every second while you're inside the town. Plus, many more consequences I have yet to explore. So, it's fun to kill people, but it sucks at the same time, so it's up to you. But you can always clear murder status by killing mobs or by dying or getting killed by another player. Now, another cool thing about this game is the triangular conflict system, in which characters may select one of 3 jobs: the trader, the hunter, or thief, to engage each other in player versus player combat. How does this work? For the hunters, they protect the traders from thieves. They earn experience and rewards by completing the run or by killing the thieves. And lastly, the thieves' objective is to steal the trader's goods or just kill the trader and the hunter. And they get experience and rewards for that one. Alright? So now you know why it's called Silk Road. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the basics of Silk Road Online. If you guys want to try this out, there's a link in the description below to where you can download the client. And if you have any comments or opinions about the game, do let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Bye bye.